Hello, my sewing friends. This is Friday Sews. I'm Jen, and this is my sewing room where I have been absent this week for the most part. You know what? I had too much else going on. That doesn't happen all the time, but part of it had to do with an antihistamine that I took that knocked me out for like a day. It was a non-drowsy. I think the reason there are probably 4 major antihistamines in the US today is because they affect everybody differently. So I had to look up and find out which one creates the least amount of drowsiness and go for that one. So I got some of that. I haven't tried it yet, but you know, I don't have a cold really. I just have this constant sinus stuff. My mom has it. It's common. The only bad thing is when I go somewhere and I have to clear my throat, everybody thinks I have COVID. I'm always having to go, everybody calm down. I don't have COVID. Fortunately, I live in Florida where, yeah, everybody does their own thing. Well, let's get to the sewing because that's why you're here, right? Let me tell you about my plans because I didn't really get anything accomplished. Actually, I did one thing. I hemmed a dress for my daughter Emma, the Potter. This weekend is her birthday. She is the younger of the twins. McKenna is the older. And so she is flying in from Minneapolis. She's going to stay about a day and a half here, and then we're going to go meet her twin sister, and she's going to spend the rest of the time with her. They'll have a blast. So I got one dress hemmed. I got another dress started. It's a narrow hem, and I stitched it and didn't like what I did. So I tore it all out, and I'm going to use my Steam-A-Seam, which is the greatest stuff. It's essentially Wonder Under. If you've ever heard of Wonder Under back in the day, it's a paper-backed fusible web where you iron on over top of the paper. And in this case, I'm just gonna turn up once. It'll be probably a little over 1/4 of an inch, maybe 3/8 of an inch on the hem. So I'll put it here and then I'll peel off the paper and I will fold it and iron it again, which will fuse those two pieces together. And then I can turn it under again 1/4 of an inch. And to be honest, I can do that at my sewing machine. I don't need to have that pressed up. I probably will press it anyway, but I certainly won't pin it because I just don't need to. I always feel like I can do it as I go, and you know that it works. So one day I'm gonna master that rolled hem foot that came with my machine, like Delilah from Simply Delilah has done. Oh man, I would love to fly her into Florida from Utah and just go, please teach me your ways. Teach me how to do that silly foot. I've tried so many times. I get so much advice. You know what? It's all wasted on me because I've tried and tried and tried and can't do it. So I just need an expert to stand here and teach me. So I'm going to hem that. I have this to hem, but hemming that is going to constitute putting on a ruffle. And it's great that Emma is coming in tonight because I'll be able to measure the depth of the ruffle exactly how she wants it. And I don't know if I'll have time to get it done before she leaves, but if I don't, it'll be waiting for her in Minneapolis when she gets back. The only other thing I'm going to work on is my Garnet cardigan, which I'm making out of a white knit. Knit with a looped back. I don't know if this is French terry. I don't know. It's a bundle from Walmart. And the Garnet cardigan looks kind of like that. It's from Mood. It's free. The notable thing about it is that it has tucks that go along the bottom edge of it and around the cuffs. So where you would normally put a cuff or ribbing, you make these pin tucks. That's what drew me to it. And so the thing about that is I had to create a new facing for the front of it. And that was because I don't trust what they did. And so if you would like to hear me talk about how I did that or show you, let me know and I'll just show you because it wasn't hard. Okay, I think that's everything. I do plan on doing a nightgown for Emma, and I thrifted, back facing, I thrifted this eyelet from a dust ruffle. And so this is probably what I'm going to use to do that, or at least partially. And I'm out of fabric. I don't have the right fabric to do this. I pulled out some patterns just so I could look and see. I have this one. These are, you know, all my patterns are vintage. I mean, it seems like, you know, very few are new. If you look at it like the percentage of patterns that I own over 1,000 patterns. So probably 10% of those are new. Okay. Anyway, this is Simplicity 9928. It is from 1990. So what I'm thinking is something like this. That's kind of what she wants. It's probably the closest approximation to what she wants. So it's beautiful. And so that's an option. Actually, that's probably what I will do. I also pulled this out because I'd like to make another one of these. And if I have enough of this left, I would like to use it for the sleeve on this gown, because I made this with this and it just looks like wings that stick out. It looks really silly, but I love this. And since I have to get either batiste or, I don't know, some kind of broadcloth, I will probably order it from Amazon. Hobby Lobby's right down the road, but I don't know. I'll have to look. But I also want a stretch shirting with some lycra in it to make this, because I love the one that I made, and it is a lightweight shirting with some lycra. It's just, it moves enough to where, you know, I sleep like this. So that tends to want to pull under here and up here, and that lycra makes it so comfortable. So I want to do that. Well, I also, because Emma was coming, I went into the guest room, and that room is really tight. I mean, I have my bookshelves in there and a queen size bed and 2 nightstands, and there's barely room to walk. Well, I had this, what I would call a lingerie chest. You know, it's like one of those dressers with drawers that are about, I don't know, 8 inches high going down, and there are probably, I don't know, 6 of them. I don't know, something like that. Beautiful. I refinished it. It's gorgeous. Well, you can't really, you have to like do this to get around the bed. So I moved it into the closet. I thought, oh, I'll do that. Yeah, guess what I found? This. This is full of more UFOs. Yes, oh yay, I get to go through more UFOs. Ah, it's a good thing I am in a ruthless mood lately with cleaning things out, because I will probably not use most of this. Although I have to say, there are some jeans in here that would be good for scraps, you know, like whenever you need some denim to make some small thing. Yeah, so probably keep those, but that's it. Okay, let's talk about this week's topic, which is your thoughts on destashing. I don't know that I've thought that much about this. It's kind of crossed my mind here and there, but the fabric that I have, I don't have a huge stash of fabric, not compared to a lot of people. And I feel like, I don't know, I like having the choice. So much of my fabric is sheets and, you know, thrifted things. And I don't feel like I have yardage that I would like to part with, for the most part. I buy what I like. I don't just buy fabric because, you know, oh, that was cheap or whatever. I mean, I do that, but it has to be something I like. And so unless I am given the fabric, then it is something that I liked and that I want to keep in my stash. So I don't know how I feel about destashing. There is a fabric destashing page on Facebook for those of us in the US. Now, I know you in the UK, you all do that all the time, like on Instagram and stuff. And there are probably people on Instagram here in the US that do it too. But I don't know. I'm pretty happy with my fabric stash. I guess that my feeling would be, as I buy new fabric, whether it's thrifted or not, whether it's a shower curtain or a sheet, it doesn't matter. If I buy new fabric, I should probably pare down what I have. Yeah, I probably should do that. you know, kind of like something comes in, something should go out. I may think about that. I'm not committed to that, but I think it's a good concept. So I don't know, maybe I'll do that in the future. I'm kind of excited about using a lot of my stash up this year because I want to do things that aren't necessarily clothing or things for other people. So yeah, I'll probably use up quite a bit of it, but I'll probably add to it too. So yeah, in, out, in, out. That's the beauty of sewing. You know, I did a closet purge recently and I was so excited that I freed up so many hangers in my closet, because that is one thing I am committed to, is not buying more hangers. Maybe I could scavenge a couple here and there that, you know, like out of a closet or something, but I don't want to buy new hangers, because I don't know that I'm a minimalist, but I don't know. I want my closet to be a reasonable size. And let me throw this caveat out there. I don't have to switch between summer and winter clothes like I used to. Not really. No, I have long sleeve shirts and pants each has a drawer. And then I have what I wear most of the time, which is shorts or a t-shirt, and then in my closet, it's stuff like this. This is that little white skirt that I made a while ago, and then this was given to me by McKenna, I think, and it's just a rayon little tie front shirt. I tie it, you know, you don't have to, but anyway, so that's my philosophy. You know, it's kind of like keep it at a manageable level, and so maybe I'll be using a lot of that stash to fill up those 19 hangers that I freed up. Actually, it's more, because what I didn't tell you in that video was that I did a kind of rough edit of that video for my girls, and I gave them the link, uploaded it, and I said, hey, what do you want? And they said, oh, and they all started picking and choosing, which I was thrilled about. So I was thrilled. And it was so funny because there was one dress, it's a Mercy Tilton tie-dye knit that has straps in the back, and they all want it, all of them. I was gonna be like, well, start trying it on. Whoever likes it can keep it. So I don't know what'll happen with that. I do know that if they like something enough, they'll come back to me and say, Mom, can you alter this to fit me? And of course I'll be glad to do that. So anyway. Okay, that's Friday Sews for this week. Be sure to catch all of the Friday Sewers by just putting Friday Sews in the YouTube search bar, and then go up to filters and then filter by upload date. You'll get all the new ones. And if you would like to see a playlist of all of my Friday Sews, I always say this, you can check right over here. And I will see you next time, and God bless you. Have a great weekend, and don't forget who loves you the most. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.